Turns his man, still Zlatan. On his right foot, goes past a couple of plays. Zlatan does so well, goes for the shot. And Zlatan Ibrahimovic has scored a wonderful goal. Hey guys, how's it going? It is S2G and welcome back to another episode of Zlatan's LA Galaxy Career Mode series. You guys absolutely loved the first episode of the series because it seems to be a lot of you guys do appreciate this idea. It's a new concept, it's a bit different than what I do normally, so I really appreciate all your support on this series. And previous episode we did pretty well. We started off playing some MLS games, we talked about transfers. Of course we couldn't win all our games, but we did manage to pick up one win and one draw, and also Ibrahimovic managed to score a couple of goals. I'll show you guys his stats very soon so far, but overall things started off really well. In today's episode we're going to progress on making some signings. Finally, transfer time. Of course there are rules, as I said. We can only make signings for players that are over the age of 30, so we're going to keep that in mind. You guys also made suggestions keeping that in mind, so we're going to try and make some signings in today's episode. So if you guys are excited for today's Zlatan episode, make sure to drop a like on this video. If you guys can smash out 500 likes once again, that would be absolutely insane. And if you are new around here, you know what to do. Make sure to subscribe for more FIFA 18 career mode content. Alright guys, before moving on, just wanted to let you guys know that I'm back to streaming content on Twitch. Yesterday was my return to Twitch, as I would like to say, and it was a lot of fun. So I streamed a bit of FIFA for about an hour and a half or so, maybe even more, and I also streamed some Fortnite after that. So if you guys want to watch my Twitch channel, links will be in the description below. And actually right now at this moment, at the time of me uploading this, I'm probably streaming on Twitch, so go check it out if I'm live. Just talk with me, chat, have some fun. It could be a lot of fun. But apart from that, I'm also planning to do a Twitch exclusive career mode, which could be a lot of fun. You know, the interaction and all that good stuff also will help my Twitch channel grow. So if you're interested, make sure to drop a follow on my Twitch channel. I'm thinking of doing a Juventus career mode as my Twitch exclusive career mode. Could be fun, could be really fun. But that's that. Make sure to check out my Twitch channel, links will be in the description below. Let's move on. Before we move on to all the transfer stuff and all that goodness, take a look at the big man's stats. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, average rating of 9.15, 1 assist, a couple of goals, and 1 man of the match performance as well. This guy has hit the ground running for us, and I'm absolutely loving using Zlatan Ibrahimovic. So he's doing well. Let's see by the end of the episode what kind of stats he will be looking at. That would be really interesting to know. We are top of our MLS conference, which is nice to see, but we've got to keep that up. I want to finish first in the Western Conference, which would be, of course, a really good accomplishment considering LA Galaxy hasn't really done well in the MLS these past few seasons. So getting the job done with them could really be a good challenge. And as I said, before making transfers, let's just discuss this team. It's looking really good, this team. We've got Ibrahimovic, Dos Santos, who's actually a really good player, Alessandrini, who's an absolute monster in this game, and even our midfield looks decent. Our defense is a bit dodgy, our goalkeeper is a bit dodgy, but yeah, we're gonna make improvements in that department in this episode itself. So yeah, let's just jump right into some transfers. In this episode, before making transfers, we're going to be actually playing Salt Lake, Impact Montreal, and one more game against the Whitecaps away from home. So could be an interesting one. But before those games, let's just begin some transfer stuff. So right now our budget looks pretty good, 35.42 million. Wage budget of $23,000, which is nice to see. We've got good funds, but I wanted to ask you guys something. Should I use the financial takeover in this series because it's only a one season career mode where we're trying to get all the best 30-year-olds plus players possible? Could be fun, you know. If we get that extra funds, maybe we can sign an Iron Robin or someone like that. So let me know in the comment section, should we use that? Is it cheating? Would you consider that cheating? I'm not sure, but I think add a lot of fun to this series. But anyways, have a couple of players in mind that we want to sign, and it's Iker Casillas for that goalkeeper role. I couldn't find anyone better because we've got to keep in mind of the cost and also the weekly wages, because we don't have endless money and there are a lot of positions I want to actually improve upon, and Casillas seems like the perfect fit. So yeah, let's try and sign him. David Villa is another great option and I really want to sign him. What I'm going to do if I get David Villa, I'll play him as my cam and I'll move Dos Santos out wide as my left winger, and that is my attack sorted. So yeah, those are the two signings I'm gonna make. So let's begin, man. Let's try and bring in Iker Casillas, because I would absolutely love him at LA Galaxy. He's a legend of the game, one of the best keepers of all time in my opinion. I know I'm a Barca fan, but I can admit that. So getting him at the club would be really nice. I'm going to offer $5 million. The fact that these players are old, which means we can get them a lot lower than their proper value. Maybe not. 6.7 million is actually still a brilliant offer considering we've got like 35 million to spend, but I'm gonna be a bit stingy because we've got to be a bit stingy if we want to get good deals out of these players. So $6 million for the main man Iker Casillas. They want 6.2 and I am going to accept that. I still think that is a very, very decent offer for Iker Casillas. And let's see if he does accept the contract and we will get our first signing of this series. But keep in mind, we can't use him until July. That is really frustrating. I wish EA would adjust the transfer windows for the MLS, but oh well, they're not going to be doing that, at least for now. So let's try and sign Casillas so we have him in July. So I'm sure he wants the crucial squad role. We will give him the crucial squad role. He's happy with that as well. Contract length, we'll give him a 1-year contract because it doesn't really matter that much, because this is a 1-season challenge. He doesn't want a release clause. I'll accept that. And now time for the wages. I hope he doesn't ask an astronomical fee. Well, we are getting the chance to go first. So I'm going to offer $15,000 as the wage, and maybe about like add in $150,000 as the signing bonus. It might seem as a low offer, but let's just see what he thinks. Oh well, that is a fair offer. Iker Casillas is a done deal, and I think for the price, this is a fantastic keeper we have signed. I know that I could have honestly brought in, say, a Buffon, but that would have been so expensive because of his wages, and I think we can't be spending so much on a keeper, and Casillas just seems perfect. So we've made our first signing of this series, and I'm really happy about that. Before we make that David Villa signing, I thought, you know what, let's just get into a game, get some action with Zlatan, and get ourselves another victory in this series. So let's jump right into this one against Salt Lake. I did not realize this at all. This Skjelvik guy, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this guy's name right, but he's got 91 sprint speed, which is nuts. I can actually deploy him as my right back, which could be a crazy move because he does have that pace a lot more than this Felcher guy. And I could drop in, say, this Kitchen guy as my centre back. Maybe that could be an option. Let me know in the comment section. Right now I'm going to stick with this side. In the comment section I would love to know what you think would be the best way to deploy this team, in what formation and all that good stuff. So help me out with that. For now, this is the team that I've decided to go with against Real Salt Lake. So let's see what happens. This is not good. This Plata guy is down that left hand side, puts in a tasty cross, and that pace monster centre back does clear the ball away. We might have a chance on the counter. Oh, that's a terrible pass. Oh no, that's terrible defending from me, and they probably deserve to score because in the first 21 minutes of this game, we've been dominated by Real Salt Lake. They've been the better side. I'm making a change in terms of my formation. Not really a change, just positional change. I'm playing Dos Santos in that cam role and Kamara out wide because Kamara, for some reason, isn't really doing that much in that cam role. So let's see if this change helps, but so far Real Salt Lake are in the advantage. Here's Jonathan Dos Santos, does well, plays this one to Alessandrini, might be an opportunity for us, puts in a cross to Ibra, he volleys it straight towards the keeper. I think it was onside. Zlatan, man, you've got to be scoring those. We've got a corner and we know Zlatan's good from set pieces. He gets his head to it, but Rimando does save. Couple of good chances for Zlatan, and I think he should have converted them. Another corner, maybe this time Zlatan gets his head to it again, and this time it is just above the crossbar. Zlatan from corners is actually insane, and I'm hoping this season he can at least score a couple of goals from a corner or something of that sort, a free kick or something like that. Alessandrini again down the wings. Plays this one to Giovanni. Now Zlatan, what's he doing? Zlatan should score this, and Zlatan Ibrahimovic does score. I think I overplayed it. I could have just taken the shot with Dos Santos, but Zlatan was in a good spot, and he of course does get the job done with a really nice finish. Bottom right corner as we level things up. Zlatan's third goal of the series. It just had to be Ibrahimovic. I guess the cutback was the right option because the angle just wasn't there for Dos Santos, but good goal from Zlatan. I guess I kind of made a mistake again going with the 4-2-3-1 formation because clearly it isn't really working that well for us. Even though we scored, I'm switching up to the 4-4-1-1 formation, a formation that is, I think, a lot better than the 4-2-3-1. It just gives us a lot more width. So we're going to try this formation out for this half and just see how it goes. So this is how the team lines up. Looks pretty solid. Let's give them the instructions to stay central. We're going to have Dos Santos to get in behind, the wingers to get in behind, and that's about that. So let's hope this team can now get us the win in this one, as of course right now it is a 1-1 draw. To Zlatan. Zlatan plays this one in behind to Alessandrini. We know he's got the pace. Still Alessandrini finds Zlatan. Zlatan plays this one to Kamara, who should score this, and my goodness, Kamara, how have you wasted that opportunity? He's a striker, he's got decent finishing. He's got to be scoring those. That was a terrible miss from Kamara. Zlatan did well to find him. You know, I was going to take the shot with Zlatan, but Kamara was in a good spot. Kamara did disappoint me there. Now Giovanni. Brilliant pass that was to my man Alessandrini, who's going to cross this one to Kamara, who should score this, and that is actually a really good goal from Kamara as we take the lead against Real Salt Lake. We didn't need the main man Zlatan for this goal. Kamara gets the job done for us, Alessandrini with the assist, and we are in the advantage here against Real Salt Lake, which is absolutely awesome to see. 2 goals to 1 for us. Kamara finds Zlatan. Back to Kamara. This is brilliant football. Kamara cutting inside. Finds Jonathan Dos Santos, who could score, and he does score. Zlatan was involved in the goal, but it is the man Jonathan Dos Santos who gets the job done in the 90th minute to secure the result for us. Good link-up play. Zlatan finds Kamara. Kamara inside to Jonathan Dos Santos, who gets it on his right, and bang, that is an easy finish there from the Mexican lad. And I'm telling you guys, this 4-4-1-1 formation is actually really good, and I think we're going to be using this in the coming games. And there you have it, guys, a big win for us against Real Salt Lake, our second win in the MLS, of course. 3 games now, 7 points, so we've got a good start here in the MLS. Let's hope we can keep that up. Zlatan also scored in this game, which is nice to see. But apart from that, he didn't really have the best of games, but he was still very, very decent, and he could have easily had an assist if Kamara would have scored that. But regardless, Zlatan's actually doing very well, a lot better than what I expected because of his age and stats. But yeah, 3-1 against Real Salt Lake, a really good result. Here are Zlatan Ibrahimovic's updated stats after that game against Real Salt Lake. 3 goals now, and his average rating has gone up to a 9.2. Zlatan has been phenomenal so far. Let's hope he can keep this up. I am getting some training done before our next game, and yeah, these are the plays I'm going to be training, and I've decided to use training a lot more in this series because if you look at it, our plays are really low rated in this series, and training could really help bump them up. And if I can get this Boateng guy to maybe 72 or 73 pretty soon, he could be a top player for us in this series, because keep in mind, we're playing in the MLS against teams which have plays of that kind of rating. So yeah, Boateng, I think I'm going to be training a lot. João Pedro, I want him up in his overall as well. The same with Skrelvik, or however you want to pronounce his name, because he's got that insane pace. If he can get his defending stats up, he could be phenomenal as a defender in this game. So yeah, training is going to be crucial in this series. That Iker Casillas signing didn't really cost us that much, but we've gone down to about £30 million and about 14,000 in our wage budget, which is, yeah, the money is draining out because of the signings we're making, and it might get even lower now that we're trying to go for David Villa, a fellow MLS player. And because he's playing in the MLS, his weekly wage is less, and hence I decided to go for him, because I looked at a lot of players like Ribery and all. Their wages are so high that it's practically impossible for us to sign them unless we use the financial takeover. So if you guys want to see those players involved in the series, let me know in the comment section and we can use the financial takeover. Until then, we're going to try and bring in David Villa. These are the 2 signings I'm going to be making for this episode, but there are a lot more signings I want to make, and we're going to do it progressively in the episodes to come. For now, let's just get done with this David Villa signing, a player who plays for New York, and I would love to have him here in LA. So let's try and bring him in. Offer transfer fee, that is something obviously I am looking to do. I can offer him about, let's offer 12 million. I think that is a very good offer for David Villa, who is 35, so keep that in mind. They've actually accepted it, so maybe I've paid a bit more for David Villa, but I think he's going to be worth it, especially with how low his wages are. And a lot of you guys did suggest me to, you know, go ahead and get this man, so accept. He's got 5-star weak foot and 4-star skills, which make him even better in this game. So we're going to give him a 1-year contract, as it makes a lot of sense. That's what we were after. No release clause. Absolutely perfect for me. Oh, he wants a decent sized bump in his... Oh my god. I think I offered a lot more in signing bonus for Casillas now looking at this, because David Villa only wants $80,000 in his signing bonus. So I think I made a mistake regarding that. So let's bump down the wage requirements and let's keep the bonus the same. And let's see if he does accept this. Well, he does want that contract. So I think it's fair. It's a good offer. And David Villa now has joined Zlatan's LA Galaxy. Can you imagine a front four of Ibrahimovic, in behind him David Villa, and then we can have Dos Santos on the left and Alessandrini on the right. And we've got a good team, man. In this episode, we've made some nice signings. Casillas and David Villa. We've got about 16 million left to spend. And I'm just waiting on your decision now whether we should use the financial takeover or not. That is completely up to you guys. But so far, good signings. I can't wait until July when we can actually use those players. Man, that's going to be so hyped, man, using all these legends in this team alongside the big man Zlatan. Anyways, our next game is against Impact Montreal, if I'm not wrong. And look at this, they're actually in the Eastern Conference, so it's interesting that we are facing them. They're not doing that well in their conference, so maybe it could be a game where we could snatch up another 3 points. Portland Timbers and SJ Earthquakes are keeping up with us, so I would love to get a win here against Impact. So let's jump right in. Alright guys, time for our second game of this episode, and this one is against Impact Montreal, and I've gone with the 4-4-1-1 formation. As I said, it just suits the way I play FIFA and it was working really well for me, so we're going to use this. And also, if you've noticed, I'm trying out this Teres guy in that centre back row. Let's see how he performs. And the guy with like insane pace, he's going to be used as our right back now, so let's just see how this setup works. Let's jump right in and see if we can grab the 3 points. Piatti, chance for him out wide, cuts inside. He's a solid player, former Valencia player if I'm not wrong. Did well to earn his team a corner from that position. And here is a good graphic on Zlatan, player to watch for this one. 3 goals in his last 3 MLS games and he's been phenomenal. And I'm hoping he can keep that up in this game as well. Giovanni finds Jonathan, now Zlatan Ibrahimovic goes for the shot and Bush makes the save there. The angle wasn't really there for Zlatan. He still got himself a corner. Let's see what he can do from this. Jonathan puts this one in and they do clear the ball away. Giovanni, now Zlatan. Giovanni back to Zlatan. Zlatan shoots and a deflection from Diallo gets it out for a corner. If that would have gone on target, maybe it could have been a goal. Corner for Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Taken by Jonathan Dos Santos. Chani with a chance, and how is the keeper saved that? I don't know how did the keeper save that, because that was such a good opportunity for this Chani guy. And look at that, man. He literally just placed it into the bottom left. And the keeper with a miraculous save. Fair play, good keeping. Still Zlatan beats one. Has the strength to hold off one as well. Still Zlatan does so well. Zlatan goes for the finesse shot, but it's straight towards the keeper. He couldn't get the curve on it. He maybe should have just gone for the power shot there. This does not look good. Jackson finds Ashley Cole. Get the ball away somehow. No, this Jackson guy is free. He goes for the shot and he's scored. Montreal Impact have taken the lead in this one. And the score is now 1-0 to them. And to be honest, I think they deserve it. They've been the better side. We just haven't been good enough. I'm making a change now as well. Let's see what options do we have coming off the bench. As Kamara is a good finisher, I'm bringing on him for Boateng. And let's also bring on João Pedro for Kitchen, who I wasn't really impressed with. And apart from that, I'm going to play this guy as my centre back, the one with demonic pace. And I'll bring off Steres. In fact, I'll bring off Chani for Felsher because he's a bit more attacking. So let's just see how that works out, because I want to get a draw at least from this game. João Pedro's come on as a sub. Finds Giovanni. Could be a chance. Giovanni gets the shots off, and what's he done there? To be honest, I think it took a deflection of Piet. We're getting close, but time is running out. Corner. Dos Santos puts this one in. Decent corner. Kamara with the bullet header. It's Giovanni. Crosses this one to Zlatan. And Zlatan Ibrahimovic with the header equalizes for us. Who else but our main man, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. A great cross from Giovanni Dos Santos. Was it Jonathan? I'm not sure. One of the two brothers did cross the ball in. And Zlatan was in the perfect spot. And he wasn't missing that header. I mean, look at that. It was too easy for the big man. Look at that. Zlatan with the perfect header as we equalize against Montreal Impact. We've got about 10 minutes. Can we make the comeback and win this game? And that is full time, and we've dropped points against Montreal Impact, but I can't really complain. They created more chances than us. They were kind of the better team, to be honest, but luckily we've got the big man, the main man, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who scored that goal for us to get us the equalizer. So yeah, we didn't drop, we dropped a couple of points, but we didn't drop all points, so that's a positive. Zlatan's 4th goal in the MLS. He just continues to score for us. 4 goals in the MLS now for Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and he just keeps on scoring. Let me know in the comment section, how many goals do you think Zlatan will actually score? He just doesn't seem to stop. His average rating has gone down a tad bit to 9.1, but he's still doing really well. And that is Zlatan Ibrahimovic for you. He is just insane. Player of the month has been announced, and I'm really surprised how it's not Zlatan Ibrahimovic, because Zlatan's actually been really good. Comes as a massive surprise to me, but oh well, such things do happen. Regardless, my face cam would have been off for like the majority of this episode because something just went wrong with my camera and it still has issues. Hence, I've got to end this episode off early to try and fix this all and get it back to normal. But before we go, we're going to be simming this game here against, of course, Whitecaps. The reason being, Zlatan is not fully fit for this one, and as I said in the first episode, if Zlatan isn't fully fit, we are not going to be playing those games. So we are going to be simming this one against Whitecaps with a weak team, and I'm not expecting a win, but if we can get a draw, that could be massive. Let's see what happens. We actually get ourselves a win with João Pedro getting a couple of goals, and our defender Skedjevic. Again, I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way things have gone. And so far, things looking absolutely fantastic. Zlatan will definitely play the next game in the US Open Cup. I'm hoping to win that trophy as well. But having a look at the MLS right now, where's the Western Conference? There it is. We are top of the league with 11 points, which is progress being made. So let's hope next episode we can get some wins in our cup games and get through more games. I'll try and fit in 4 games in the next episode, but that's about it, guys. We've made some good signings in this episode. Up to you guys whether you want the financial takeover thing to happen or not. That is completely in your hands. But yeah, we've signed David Villa, Iker Casillas. We've made improvements. Team's looking good. I'll of course sort the team out, get Ibrahimovic and all the big boys back in the lineup now. Of course, we can't be playing with those players because, yeah, the players we have right now, like Dos Santos and all, need to be starting in all the big games. But that's about it, guys, for today's episode. Really hope you guys have enjoyed it. Before we end off the episode, I thought of, showing you guys Zlatan's stats, but I completely forgot. I just showed you guys his stats after that previous game, so it doesn't make sense me showing you guys his stats once again. So I'm going to be ending the episode right off here. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe for more FIFA 18 career mode. I'm live on Twitch right now, so feel free to check me out. Drop a follow on Twitch as well. Drop a like here, and I'll see you guys soon for another episode of this Zlatan series.